Amazing. Oh. Fundamental.
Why people meet and still remember what it means to meet, even after home office and COVID and Zoom and everything, people know that we need to meet.
I will carry with me the magic of co-creation, and Spark the Flame really reminded me what beautiful things people can create together, and it can be a painting or a huge project, but it's a magic what we can do together.
Into the water spout at the very bottom of the water system. There you'll find the little alligator who goes by the name of Fred. If you do, he's mine. I lost him, I threw him down the water spout, and now I'm feeling lonely 'cause he's gone. I miss him. Have you ever been?
The simple interactions of playing around the table, playing cards and laughing together, and just the contrast of super deep conversations after lectures and really getting to know people deeply, even if it was just a couple of days. I think that was really special.
Deep down in the earth, underground.
So many times I ask my patients, what do you think is important? What has to do with you in your life, and what is not really yours, and so on. So the exercise is kind of to relate to what we don't know what it is, and that is our true self, our true I, the not I.
Mycelium and fungi, weaving round and wiggling with the worms and stones and friendly gnomes.
For me, it just feels really great to bring in that dropping into awareness and opening the senses, especially for young people to kind of remember that nature is a place that belongs to us and that we belong to, and that it's a place we can turn to also to honor when we are stepping into a different phase in life, and a place that can help us to remind what it means to be alive, to feel vitality, and to be playful. So basically that it's our home.
Yeah, I remember us being in the hive and that we all got post-its as usual. I don't know what the questions were anymore, but some things that what is needed in the world and like what is important to us, and then we could all write it down, and then we all read through it.
Like the next step was like finding a title, right?
Yeah.
What do you remember there?
I remember one was Fireflies, and the other one was Spark the Flame, and the other one was like... And I remember then we had those 3 titles, and then we could vote which one.
I mean, when we chose that, it was quite quickly we went into this thing of like having teams and getting like into that overview of how we're gonna like proceed and prepare for the forum. Like I remember seeing this whole timeline until the forum, and then like, okay, now we're gonna have the teams, and then we started like putting our post-its where we wanted to like help out.
Yeah.
We sent out the first email like before winter break, and that was kind of like the first message to the outside world. Hey, here we are, we're gonna have that forum kind of thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And I also remember that I was like, wow, we don't have anything at all yet except for an ID.
Yes.
And they were already like inviting people.
And then we had winter break.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, you know, just checking if there are already people interested.
Yeah.
And I remember then kind of coming back and then reshuffling the teams. That was kind of for me the real start, like to really work for it. It was like a time where we were like, oh, are people even gonna come? Like we were really like trying to, I think it was kind of a reigniting of the purpose of this forum. The prototyping week with Breno.
Yeah.
That was like,
that was a good push,
kind of, yeah. And we had this experiential trailer where we invited people to kind of get a first glimpse of what it could look like.
Yeah.
And then Art of Hosting was the next step.
The Art of Hosting. Yeah, that was nice that week, because I'm really focusing on our purpose again with the forum.
Yeah, that was so cool. Yeah. And also then like getting all that shared power.
A particular moment, I think, was Friday night, just before the forum happened. And it was just seeing everybody in the living room working on something. Everybody knew what to do, and if they didn't, they would just ask. And there was music and just people and massage, and yeah, I don't know. That was probably one of the most beautiful moments where you just look around.
Nice, this forum was going to happen, and like, you know, we had this countdown with the days, and like every day we would.
Yeah, I remember walking into Lavana and seeing like 21 days till this before. And I was like, oh my god.
Doing good. Let's go. Let's do that before lunch, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Let's do that.
Hey, hospital driver.
And runner from the OTs.
I don't know how you feel about it, but this kind of, all this prepping time and all the things we did before were already the forum.
The singing is a very strong tool to create the feeling of coherence and building community. It's a very strong tool because it works from heart to heart, from voice to voice, bypassing thoughts and words. Singing together creates in that moment a direct connection, and having that as a basis for going into doing stuff or talking about stuff, that's the best.
Connecting to not only the people around you and connecting to the nature, but also connecting to yourself.
Yeah, for me, this whole week has been kind of about remembering and this remembrance. And I really enjoyed how everyone was, that it was more focused on this community and this collectivity and this coming together is something that I really enjoyed.
Being at the Initiative Forum gives me this feeling of coming back to YIP and reconnecting with the values that I learned at YIP, and I don't know, it feels like a small boost in this journey through life, to be back and to see everyone and to feel so much love and inspiration and light, and it's something that I take with me and I carry onwards on my journey.
Light and change, your life is love.